All right, boys and girls, it is time once again for the Guys Weekend Podcast. I am Josh Tenney, along with, as always, I can't see from his forehead up.
It's camouflage.
Oh, okay, that's easy. Brandon
Yeah.
Parks.
Yes, we're here. So, big news. Actually, there's not any big news. I just like saying that to get people excited. Yeah, no,
We're back, baby. That's
we're
the
back.
big news.
That's what it is. It's
One
another
more week.
Yeah. It's funny. I actually have a picture on my phone I meant to send to you. I was driving home from work, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday, and I noticed this massive crane, like just huge. I'm like, huh, I wonder where that's going. Sure as shit, come rolling down the street. It's in the parking lot behind Nathan's, fixing all the cell towers right behind the house. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna have some bigger birds outside the window. I just seen that, for one, people are still discussing the odds that the Browns are making into the playoffs. Be real, okay? It's less than 1% chance. The Steelers probably aren't going to make it either. You got Cincinnati in there. That's better luck next year. But the second trending search on Google is about a massive winter storm that is supposed to hit us come the end of this week.
Mm-hmm.
Could we potentially have a white Christmas for the first time? And I have no idea. It's supposed to start Thursday and get pretty gnarly by Saturday.
My work is completely predicated on the snowfall in this time of year.
That's true. Yes.
So it has been very slow.
Well, business might be picking up. That means that I need to go find my shovel and some salt, because when we got the massive snowstorm last year, I couldn't open my front door. So I'll probably have to, do the adult thing and like keep up on the shoveling before I go to bed, and not just.
Yeah, I got to go get some salt. So what I started doing was I started like at least on like the driveway pre-salting it.
Pre-salting, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't my driveway is so fucking off level.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like I'm all about. I pull out the leaf blower and just put it on like the highest setting possible and just use that shit to clear it up. It works pretty well. It just throws a lot of the fucking debris and fucking rock that I have in my driveway all over the place. But
sorry, I would not want to shovel your driveway because you can't shovel it up.
Mm-mm.
So you got to go to the sides, and that's still a pain in the dick. I think I would just do like a tire width, just so you can drive out and salt the shit out of
it. I've been known.
Put a winch post at the top of your driveway and just get it out that way. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I also seen that people are very sad and upset with Pokemon because Ash Ketchum and Pikachu are retiring. They have 13 more episodes scheduled to air, and then they're gone after 25 long and prosperous years.
So what's the point in that? Like, it's a cartoon. You can make that. The South Park kids and Bart Simpson have been fucking 10 years old for.
Yeah, he's been 10 for 25 years.
30 years.
Yeah. So he's he finally became a Pokemon master. So they're done. So they're going to introduce new characters, I guess. And then just kind of moving them out. I don't know. I don't know what the plans are for it. I just seen that. I was talking to a guy at work. I was talking to Godson about it. He's like, man, it's going to be the first time we don't have Ash in Pokemon. I'm like, I haven't watched Pokemon in a while, but I can see how that could be concerning. So he was upset about that as well. But right next to that, in this little picture, I thought I had a glimmer of hope. Since what's his face? James Gunn.
Mm-hmm. James Gunn.
Absolutely just schwacked Henry Cavill right in the nutsack this week and said, "Sorry, bud, you're out as Superman. We're going with a younger route," which I thought he looked great as Superman, but whatever. Which also means that probably Black Adam is done.
Yeah, that movie didn't make.
No, The Rock pushed for
nearly.
that for what, like 10 years?
Yeah, that So I mean, it didn't do bad. Like it made at the end of the day, I think it still made money, but the
Not much.
margin of profit there was not great.
It's pretty low.
Yeah.
So I seen that. I thought maybe he would come back as Geralt, but that's still not happening. But Warhammer 40K for Amazon.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that'll be interesting. I've never played those games.
He's a big Warhammer guy.
He is. I watched an interview.
My brother-in-law is actually really big into that stuff.
Guy we play. Well, actually, one of the guys went to the cabin with us, Devin. He's a Warhammer fan. So is Ronnie. And they were talking about the new one that came to Game Pass and how it was excellent. I think it was called Vermintide, maybe. I don't know. But they said it was very good and very fun to play. But I've only ever really seen it as the board game. It's just not really a board game. Tabletop role-playing game, TTRG, RPG. Because you have to build armies. I did a little looking into it, and I didn't realize that you have to, like what you bring to the table is what you bring to the table, like quite literally. So if you bring 300 characters or 300 minis to the table, that's what you're fighting with in whatever war you're doing or whatever. And I'm like, holy balls.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Every couple months he goes out to the these 40K tournaments and competes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm gonna walk in there and it's just gonna smell like onions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
onions in basement.
Women have never seen girls.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like stained T-shirts with Dorito crumbs and like old anime T-shirts. I feel. Mm-hmm. Which, hey, if that's what you're into, sweet. It's sponsored by like Totino's or something like that. It's just they got a pizza roll truck outside, just pumping them out.
You gotta figure the nerd community single-handedly, if just with them, probably the energy drink companies probably make unbelievable profits off them.
I would say they're probably second behind the United States military in average consumer. Like, yeah. Which is funny because I had my first energy drink in a long time, Friday, and it actually wasn't too bad. I had a C4. It was an Arctic snow cone.
Oh, you know what really got me? So the wife and I, last summer, something like that, bought a Nespresso coffee maker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a new version. So the pods are completely online. You have to purchase them off the Nespresso website. So they gave us a 25% off coupon in the mail.
Ooh.
for a $50 order. So we bought like 5 or 6 sleeves of pods, and there's one that is extra caffeinated. I took that before I went into work. Holy shit, you would have thought I had some pre-workout or some shit like that. Like, it was amazing.
Just jazzed up. That's good stuff. Yeah. Other than that, I haven't really.
But Hogwarts Legacy got their release date and pre-orders are available at the moment.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm. PS5's got better fucking pre-order
bonuses.
So, So I looked at the wife and I was like, well, you know what that means.
Gonna have to get one now. Let me tell you, they're all in stock around here by the house. So if we got to make a road trip and drop it off.
Yeah,
to have a little in-person podcast and gaming session in the man cave at the GWP headquarters. I think either way, regardless, I was going to pre-order it for PS5 just because it's not online. So I really wasn't worried about that. And I find myself, I haven't played my Xbox since when did God of War come out? November? I can't remember. So it was like 2 weeks before that. It's been a solid almost 2 months since I've played Xbox. I've been playing
So
the
the
Doom mods.
apparently the Switch and last gen consoles probably aren't going to release till July, but computer
PC
PC,
and all that.
PS5, and Xbox are going to be April, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
Also, apparently, you can murder in
Wow.
this game.
All right. I mean, not that I was going into that game hoping to be able to murder somebody, but
So it's good to know.
it sweetens the pot. You always have
Yeah.
that ace up your sleeve.
Now can I get a prosty on the broomstick and take it to
Yeah,
around the corner of Hogsmeade or something?
let's do it. Yeah, taking down. Yeah, see. Hey, if since we're able to murder, you never know what's coming next.
Yeah,
we could.
yeah.
We could. Wow.
You know,
I
it'd be
gotta
a game
wonder.
changer. Like, I want to see. Like, I hope they make it give the ability to do like mods and stuff and shit in this.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
now I'm just gonna like I want to make like let's say you have like 2 or 3 friends like in the game for the character. I want to create mods where I can make them like Franklin, Trevor, and Mike from GTA
Yeah.
5. I think that
Yeah,
would be great.
that'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh, that would get real wild. But yeah, I think that'd be real cool. I gotta wonder if this is the last push, like if starting 2023 without the games that have already been announced to come out there or be released, if this is going to be the end of last gen console games. Like, are they going to stop making PS4 games and solely focus on? I mean, they've already talked about the release date of the next PlayStation, which means obviously Xbox knows that it'll be right on its curtails. So we haven't really seen the full potential of either of these machines, and I think people are a little upset that they trampled children and beat up old ladies to get these 2 years ago, and it's playing the games the same way it did on the last console.
Mhm.
So I got to wonder if this will be
Like, how much better though can you get? Like, I feel like maybe the gaming technology has advanced the capabilities of what we have the visually for TVs and stuff like that. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, I feel like they're making it as real as possible they can with what they're given at the same time with what the displays can
right.
do.
And until more people jump to gaming monitors, nobody's going out and buying an 8K TV just to play Grand Theft Auto on. So it's really, if you don't have something to keep up with the specs of the console, I feel like what they're going to do now, I could see them, like, I don't even know if you would want to call it a new console, but just do like sizes. I could see it getting smaller. I know that's one of the pre-renders that they've or leaked rumors that the next Series X or the Series X Pro is going to be like half the size. Like, they're just going to cut it in half and it's just going to be like a little cube. I'm assuming that means it does away with the disk drive. So I'm not entirely sure if that's
I'm confused as to why we still sell hard copies, like hard discs of
GameStop.
games. Like,
They're the only one that's keeping it alive. Like, if that
yeah,
goes, we're done. Like, they're not going to be able to, unless they come up with something to keep them alive. Like, if they start holding like weekly tournaments in store that you have to be like a pro rewards member to get into, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I think that'd be cool. It would get nerds out of their houses to go in store to yell at real nerds in person.
like I went to GameStop like I don't know 2 weeks ago now, and
Mhm.
it was dead. Nobody's in there, which is real. This is probably the first time I've been in a GameStop in like 3 years to that point, and
Damn.
it was completely dead. Really weird for this time of year, because this time of year was
Popping.
when there was like 20 people at minimum in each store.
Yeah. I'll see that when I went in there last time, I went the day that God of War came out because my God of War disc did not work, and they gave me a new one. So there was, I don't know, 5 or 6 people in there, but I've got to believe that the next round of hardware is going to just be smaller, and I feel like it would be wise of them to future proof it for graphics and performance when it comes to that, because you really can't play a game much faster. And then at what point are you just making these consoles and you're mimicking a PC? So are they going to come out with a console to where you can upgrade it like a PC, where you can, put
I
in
mean, let's face
aftermarket?
it, Xbox has been doing that for years.
Oh yeah,
Microsoft's been doing that for years with Xbox. So
yeah. So I feel like it's going to have to hit a hiatus here until everything else in the tech world catches up and is able to. But now, like the Switch, they're still golden. Like they're still pumping out things. And I know Zelda's one of the new Zelda game that comes out next year is a huge.
well, the thing the Switch has going for it is, travel,
Portability, yeah.
portability. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my kids are always taking it if we're going on long trips.
I'd be down for a new PSP.
Mm.
Make it all digital.
That thing was hot for like 2 years, and then bam. And
I
then they
played the
tried,
shit out of it.
what was
The
the one that
Vita,
the Vita? Yeah,
yeah,
that thing tanked.
it did.
I don't.
I
It's Microsoft's never gone into the portable world, right? I don't think they've ever
no,
really tried one.
no. There was talks about it because I think the new thing that they're trying to do now with xCloud is smart TVs are coming pre-installed. I think they're working alongside like Samsung or something like that to already have pre-installed xCloud apps. Same
Mm.
thing with Sony. They're going to do the same thing so that you don't have to have a console, but your computer or your TV will be able to run it with fast enough Wi-Fi. So basically, you just buy a controller and a Game Pass Ultimate, and you can play it right from your TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that go a couple generations before I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
do that shit.
yeah, yeah. I
I'm not
watched
trying to. I'm not trying to get fucking. Like,
get
I'm
my
not
TV
trying to
aids,
spend like $5,000 on a TV that's
and
gonna
it
get
doesn't. Yeah,
you're gonna get AIDS on your TV and
yeah,
then be
yeah.
garbage after 3 months.
I watched a couple of the like reviews of, because it originally came out I think last year or beginning of this year, and they started dicking around with it and sending it to a few people to just kind of beta test it, and it worked fairly well. It did a lot better than Google Stadia did, and whatever that Amazon gaming venture was called that lasted 3 days, I think. So it seems promising, but how long before Microsoft makes a push to own part of a television company or starts making their own? Because I mean, Samsung, what are you going to do now? You're cutting into your console revenue. Not that that's a big thing, because more people are more apt to go buy a new TV than buying a new game console. So now if you're advertising, hey, buy this Samsung TV, we'll give you 6 months of Game Pass Ultimate included. Now you're opening that up to a whole new shit wagon of people to play. So maybe we'll see more consoles in TVs.
Mm.
I don't know. I haven't tried the PS Now, like the portable shit. I don't know if it works the same way as like xCloud does on like my phone. You just go to the app and you can play anywhere. But every time I sign on, they're like, "Oh, play your games anywhere." Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Oh, cool. I think I'd rather just play at home." But all right. I could see. I know they started marketing more of those, like the riser Kiwis or whatever they are, the phone controllers.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting. But I feel like with mobile gaming now, people really will just play Candy Crush until their fingers fall off.
That's going to be another thing. Like with if they're going to put more money into that, being the given mobile phones the capabilities of online gaming from the consoles from Sony and from Microsoft, those phone companies are going to have to do a better job,
Yeah,
so that
everything.
my hand doesn't melt when I'm
Yeah,
holding the phone.
yeah.
Then I don't get third-degree burns from the battery.
And I've got to wonder, like, what the difference in like server space is. Like you'd figure it being a cell phone carrier, it's their servers are already massive as it is, but it works mainly off of antennas and satellites and all that. So I wondered like what the connectivity issues. We can get on and play Call of Duty right now and get kicked from a lobby in 2 minutes. It's like, oh shit. And they're specifically built for that. So it's like if you push it more towards mobile gaming, when does it start affecting your everyday usage of your cell phone? And then people start bitching about that, and it's just like, oh my god. Maybe technology is getting to the point where it's too much.
That not and there's not much else they can do.
Right. They're gonna have to just take a little hiatus, work on games. Let me get a prostitute in Hogwarts Legacy.
Exactly.
See? Give us Grand Theft Auto 6.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an idea. Microsoft, send some of your billions of dollars over there and help them out. Let a fire into their ass.
Get my give me Red Dead 2 for the next gen consoles.
Yeah. I'd play that again.
That would look magnificent.
I think when I get off of here, I'm going to play. It's double XP weekend for the duty, so I got to get my nerd on for that. But High on Life came out this week, and I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it. And I'm a Rick and Morty fan, so I'm sure the quirkiness and weirdness of this game is going to be right up my alley. Alex was telling me about it. We went over there for the Christmas movie marathon on Friday, and he said he played it for like an hour and a half. He's like, all I did was laugh like the whole time. He's like, I just laughed. The game looked great. He's like, in the commentary in there, he's like, it's fantastic.
I believe they just released the pre-orders for the next Star Wars game. The next Star Wars
Jedi
game.
I just got an email about that. I should have looked more into it, but did you play the last one?
Yes.
Did you like it?
It was very good. Very aesthetically pleasing. I wish there was a little bit more. We've talked about it many times on this. I wish that Star Wars would come out with a game that's more like Fallout kind of driven, where you can do edits and stuff to the technology and shit.
Yeah. I know Magoo said he said he was going to start playing it again, and I think it was the boy that was playing it. Sorry, I'm texting about FanDuel because we need 2 more people. Anyway, he said he couldn't play the Star Wars game because it reminded him of the redhead that just kept getting his ass pounded in whatever. What was that show? Shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, every time I see him talk, he's like, all I can think of was just that. And I'm like, why is that spending so much time in your mind? Like, you should be enjoying Star Wars and not thinking about gay porn. Like, but teach their own, I guess. So I'd like to play. I have so many fucking games I need to play. Like, I haven't played God of War.
Free play weekend too. So they had Xbox Game Pass had a bunch of games to play. I think Assassin's Valhalla was on there.
Ooh. See, I just can't get into another one of those games because it's just one of those. I'm gonna have to sit down and play it for 93 hours. Not that I'm not gonna enjoy it. It's just fuck. I didn't think I'd enjoy the duty as much as I am, and the point's kind of moot now because it caps out at like level 250, and the next season doesn't start until I don't know, April. I'm like, God damn, like how long are you going to give these people to, get there? Like I play it very sparingly and I think I'm almost level 200. So it's like, Mike's already up there. Mark's already up there. Tice, he's already got more gold guns than Magoo does, which is very weird. So if anybody was banking on playing the lottery, Tice's tism kicked in and he's doing well with video games, which is very odd. Very odd. It gets weird when he texts me like, "Hey man, you want to play video games?" Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. So I just want to, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm coming down with something a little bit, and I was just drinking some orange juice. I did wake up this morning, and the head cold was kicking in, so I
Same.
ingested. Yeah, I
Same.
ingested a lot of Mucinex, not orally, in hopes that it would get in my bloodstream faster. I've been slugging down water, nasal spray in the ears, all the normal remedies. So I'm hoping. I know I have one sick day left at work, so I want to plan that right before the end of the year. So I'm hoping if this is a cold, that it just kind of hangs on for like right after Christmas.
I've got the next 2 weeks. I'm looking at a lot of fucking hours that I'm going to be spending at work. So I'm not looking forward to the next couple days. I'm hoping this is just me feeling like shit and it'll go away.
Yeah.
But if it's not, the next 2 weeks are going to be very, very long.
Yeah, just not good at all. But Tice is back now from his vacation, so if I have to call off at work, I know Dayhab will be in good hands. So I can, take solace in the fact that I'm sick at home, eating chicken nunu soup and playing video games in my underwear, resting. So I look forward to that. By the way, Tice went to see his fiance in Florida. He got down there last Sunday. Sends Maggie, myself, like we're on a little group chat, a picture of a hole in the wall. And when I say hole in the wall, I don't mean like a oops. I mean, I'm talking like massive, like huge. And I'm like, what the fuck were you guys doing? He's like, well, I'm like, this guy. So they power fucked a hole in the hotel wall. Where he then proceeded to go buy 2 cans of spray foam insulation, and he stuffed a bunch of hotel towels in the wall and then filled it with this insulation, this foam, the spray foam, and then like used a razor blade to smooth it all out and sanded it down so that you couldn't. I'm like, they're definitely gonna be able to tell. Like it was a hole big enough to where you needed to replace the entire piece of drywall and not just patch it. Like it was that bad. I'm like, holy shit. So I'm wondering if they took any after pics. I'll have to ask him tomorrow when I see him. But he,
I don't know if anybody that could probably get away with it. It probably is Tice.
Yeah, and so I want to see the after pics. If it just looks like it needs painted, which obviously it's going to, I could see them not charging them repairs. Just slapping a little paint on there, unless they start pushing on it and then they realize, oh, the fuck did our towels go? And then it's just full of towels and shit. It'll be interesting. So I'm gonna have to ask him and see how that turned out. Fucking ridiculous.
Oh, man.
All right. So what? I seen something. Seen Kirk O'Chains pull it off yesterday. Witnessed NFL history. Brad and I were texting back and forth about this too. Absolutely insane. Just Matt Ryan, how do you think he feels knowing that
giving up the biggest Super Bowl lead and then allowing the largest NFL lead to dwindle? Like
hang it up, like retire. I fully expect a retirement letter coming Monday. I mean, how do you do? I mean, I don't want to blame it all on him, but
go ahead.
I mean, I didn't think that
the
Colts were
whole team is dog shit. Like
that's true.
Other than Jonathan Taylor, like I don't know how that guy's still upright because that whole team is
what's his face Pittman
dog shit. Yeah.
He had 2 stars on that team, and that's it. Which he got injured yesterday during the game. First quarter, second quarter, something like that. Because we were looking at FanDuel, my brother-in-law and I, and he's like, "Damn!" He goes, "The dude that's winning like 10 grand right now, or 100 grand, has Taylor in his lineup who got him less than 1 point, and he's still leading by like 30 points." He ended up taking the Colts defense, which ended up having almost 30 points by themselves, which was, who would have thought that would have happened?
Do you think the Arizona Cardinals are having buyer's remorse on giving Kyler Murray that contract now? No, a non-contact ACL tear. Like
Come on, guy.
That's insane.
I feel like, see, you know what it is? There's a gaming tournament coming up. He knew it was going to be double XP weekend this weekend, so he's on there because he still gets paid. I don't know how much he makes. I'm going to look that up. Kyler Murray.
Oh, I think it was like a $200 million contract he got.
Well, for FaZe Gaming.
Oh,
It'd be, I mean, it's nowhere near the NFL money, but Murray FaZe contract. Holy shit. All right, take a stab at it. It's a 5-year contract to play with FaZe Clan.
100 mil?
$230 million.
Oh, that's definitely way more than his NFL contract.
$230 million.
I'd have done that. Look, at this point, the only reason why you're still in the NFL is so you can get that, so you can have that fucking following on Instagram and
wait a minute. Maybe this is his football one. Hold on, that might be his football one. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way they're paying him that much money. Well, I mean, still, that's an impressive. He got half of that up front, so that was his NFL contract. Okay, that's not doing it for me. How much does oh yeah, that was his NFL contract. My bad. It just says Kyler's contract, and right underneath the headline it says FaZe Gaming, and then it did not work.
Yeah, it's probably something that didn't get released because
yeah,
this
they don't
kind
want
of
to hurt
shit.
people's feelings.
Oh yeah, it's probably up there. I would imagine it's got
to be some decent money.
Yeah.
I know that they were talking about doing an NFL Legends thing with Brett Favre and Mike Vick for Madden through FaZe. I know they picked up LeBron's son, so Bronny Jr.'s, and there's a bunch of people in there playing that. I mean, so even though he blows out his ACL, he can still sit at home and play video games, get paid. Good for him.
Good for him. Not great for my fantasy team because he was my starting quarterback.
Yeah. Way to fuck me on that, you know? And how about Croatia? Is Croatia still in FIFA? I think so.
Fuck, man.
Third place playoff. Balls. Miss Croatia came out and said that she would pose naked if Croatia won. Well, they won third place, so good job. Good job, Croatia. Way to put it on for the world. Fuckers. Fantastic.
So is this the finals?
I think so.
Say
I didn't realize
finals.
It was yesterday, right?
This is the 18th.
Oh,
so I think they were playing this morning. And
who
it says final, but it says the score's tied 2-2.
You can't have a championship tie, can you?
It's France and Argentina.
It's the only thing France has successfully done ever, except making the fries and toast. I didn't realize that FIFA, like the whole tournament, was like 2 months long. Like, holy shit,
Yeah, and
it's a lot of fucking soccer.
apparently countries in Europe and stuff will give people fucking time off if if their country makes it
Wow.
far into the tournament. Like France right today,
Yeah.
like or the last couple days, probably everybody was off. It's like national holiday and shit. That's how big FIFA
Is
is in
not in
Europe.
America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where they still call it football. That's crazy.
I mean,
They're
America people don't want to. Companies don't want to give women time off after birth. Think you're going to get
right.
time off for a soccer game?
These people are shutting down countries just so you can stay at home and watch soccer. Like,
Yeah.
wow, maybe we have our priorities misaligned.
Hmm.
Who would have thought? That's crazy. I don't know. I've never been a huge soccer fan, so I never really got the hype. I mean, it was, I watched it. I'm like, oh wow. And that was it.
I tried playing FIFA on Game Pass.
Can't do it.
Super hard.
Can't do it.
Super hard.
I had to put the controller down and sit back and go, maybe I am mentally challenged. Like, because to me, it's you keep moving as long as you keep the ball right around your feet. All right, cool. You pass, you kick. I'm like, I can't fucking do this to save my life. I can't. And how my friends in high school had tournaments every weekend for this shit, can't do it. Not Tice would probably be really good at that. It's like that level of tism that he has, that he can just like zone in and figure it out. But me, no, can't do it. Fuck, I can't even play Madden now. It just pisses me off. When they started introducing the pressure in which you have to press the button to throw, I think is where they started to lose me.
They started it started going downhill after they reconfigured the hit stick.
Dicks.
I
We're gonna have to
used
have.
to the hit stick when they used to knock the helmet off the players. That used to be my
It
favorite.
felt good,
Yeah. Give me realism. I want
Right.
something. I want a realistic.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to go hoot a line of blow on the sidelines and come back out here and just pull a Sharpie out of my socks and sign some tits. Let's see if in Johnny Manziel's world, if he cut, you know what? I'm going to send him an email. We need to have an XFL game. His dad will front the money for it. He could be on the cover. Oh, it'd be great. I'd buy it. It's like the new Blitz.
It's just him with a rolled up dollar bill.
Yeah, in the parking lot of a fucking Cheesecake Factory.
It looks like he's doing it in the middle of winter, but it's just cocaine around him.
Yes. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. We need to have Brad on the show. I was just talking to him about it. He's got a whole list of things he wants to talk about new video games and next year's. He successfully called every video game nomination except for one from the Video Game Awards, which I think was last week. Week before that. I was like, son of a bitch. And we need to have our House of the Dragon recap. Chuck said he wants in on that. He set up his gaming area. He's been streaming a lot on behalf of GWPG. So go support him when he dies a lot and yells at his PlayStation. You can find him streaming on YouTube. Charlie Wise Tales, I believe is what it is. So got to plug our gamers out there. But he said he would like to join for House of the Dragon. He was going to be on today, but he had something to do with the in-laws or something like that. So,
hey, so I started thinking. I was thinking about this yesterday. Going into Amazon and what they spent on Lord of the Rings. I started thinking, that $2 billion they paid for that. I'm thinking part of that has to do with the IP rights.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna say they probably spent $1 billion on the IP, and then the rest went into production.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of fucking money, but I'm
That's
just
still
saying
a lot of money, yeah, but still it. So I gotta wonder what Warhammer is going to be.
they're not.
No chance it's going to be that much coin,
No,
but
it's not that popular. It's not. I mean, amongst the world, everybody knows what Lord of the Rings is. You know,
everybody's about to know what Warhammer 40K is.
yeah. But, so the IP will be,
Not nearly as much, yeah.
will be worth something in like 10 years.
So what you're saying is we should invest now.
Yeah, invest now.
So Henry can take it to the moon.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm going to the nerd store today. I'm gonna start building my 40K army.
I got one down here in Ambridge you'd probably enjoy.
Hell yeah.
It's a big fucking store, man.
Oh yeah.
I think it's called Gamer's Realm.
Yeah.
It's got a big old, big like night suit out in the front of the store.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go.
And I do believe they hold tournaments down there.
Even better. So they had a Smash Bros tournament at the Hall of Fame last weekend, and my nephew tried to join in there, and the Hall of Fame Village dropped the ball on registration, and he could not compete. But I think they said they're going to do more tournaments there, so I might have to go check it out. Little Smash Bros. I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed, but at least I'll have fun, you know. At least I can say that I've seen a real boob and not just my own.
Or watching that anime porn.
Yeah, tentacle fucking and all that. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for the nerds.
Oh, I may have Mr. Rob coming up with me, guys.
Right. Solid. That was another reason I wanted to get Chuck on here so we could berate him and bat him around and tell him, hey, you said you're coming up this guy's weekend. I have witnesses.
Hey, as of right now, it looks like there's possibly going to be snow up there when we get up there. So
that's going to be wicked.
Yes, broken wrists and ankles everywhere.
Alex is like, I'm already planning on getting another concussion.
So come up with one of those. See if you can go buy one of the practice helmets that they use in the NFL now.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I was gonna. We have like an excess of like seizure helmets at work that are just old. I was just gonna bring one of those up and just strap it on
them. I just got a picture of everybody wearing seizure helmets around the camp.
Oh, it'd be great. We could put we could go to the dollar store and get cup holders, put beers in it. Oh yeah, that'd be great. See, I thought about bringing the 4-wheeler up just so we don't have to climb up the hills. Yeah, I don't know, because then I feel like something dumb's gonna happen.
Something dumb's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah. I just paid the 4-wheeler off though, so I don't want to, roll it into a tree or send it flying into a certain camper just below our camp on accident, of course. Maybe I'll just leave it at home. And maybe I'll bring the GoPro up. We could do that, and we could have like head cams of sled riding or people falling and busting ass. There's a good idea.
There's going to be more of the latter than there will be sled riding.
And I think that's what'll make for a great reel that we can put on the Guys Weekend Podcast Facebook page and Instagram. Because I'm going to go up Thursday, so hopefully the cabin will be warm and we're not taking a long nap again. But I guess we'll see. I can't wait. I just thought about that. Like I have the Monday after Christmas. I don't really have it off. Like I still have to go into work. It's just not at Dayhab. I have the following Monday off, and then I go to work for 2 days, and then go to the cabin. So I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. And then I come back, and my birthday falls on a Monday, so that Mental Health Monday, gonna have to have a few brewskis. Oh yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Possum. All right. What else we got here on the list? What is Google Doodles? I don't know if I should click on that. Google. Special temporary alteration of the logo. And oh. Whatever. That's lame. Let's see. What kind of weird wormhole can we go down? Oh, did you see the stuff about the nuclear fusion? That was pretty sweet. I had to watch a video that dumbed it down because I'm not a scientist. But what they're doing there is absolutely insane. So they were able to zap. So they had like a pill, like a glass pill that had like a neuron or something inside of it, the size of like a BB, and they shocked the glass around it, which then transferred the energy into the BB and back out through the glass. And it produced more energy going out than it did taking in, and it all did it in like faster than you can blink your eye. Absolutely insane. So promising things coming in the future for nuclear fusion. However, that could also mean like, you know, people blowing up.
No.
Maybe a bomb being dropped on another country. Yeah, who knows, you know.
Accidentally creating a black hole that sucks us all into a wormhole.
That's the LHC, which I believe is scheduled to run next year. Let's see, next. Oh, what the hell? Restarted April. Oh, well. So it's already up and running. It's going to run for 4 years. So the next 4 years, if we start happening to see sinkholes and birds falling from the sky and stuff like that, we probably created a black hole, which is kind of cool. That's just, it's weird. Runs 1 and 2, been far over. Yeah, that's some goofy shit. Probably shouldn't be trying to make black holes. Like, just give us Grand Theft Auto 6, okay?
Yeah.
Stop.
Put all your attention on that.
Fuck all that. Let's just play Grand Theft Auto 6. That's all I want. Stop trying to fold the world in on itself and do the right thing.
Unless you give me the ability to drop a nuclear bomb in GTA.
Do you think that we would ever see a video game adaptation of that much bullshit? I mean, I guess technically you have a nuke in Call of Duty, but the screen just flashes and game over, which I guess is all that would happen. Wouldn't that be cool though? Like if they had a video game to where like say they did it like a mod in GTA to where you have to build a nuclear fallout shelter and then drop the bomb and then try to survive whatever happened after it. Like just, I feel like that's just Fallout.
Yeah. We're just...
it's like you're playing GTA and then you have the Skyrim. Oh, you're awake, and then it just turns into Fallout, and it's like
it's just Trevor trying to fuck everything he finds. Get awesome. all that radiation going into his dick.
Yeah, it'd be great. Amanda, don't worry. Grant will be okay if he plays Grand Theft Auto 5. There are no nuclear bombs being dropped. There's no
live.
Right. Yeah. No radiation dicks. There's no.
God damn it, if there shouldn't be.
Right. I mean, give us something.
Yeah.
We'd actually just discussed that he wants to play. He's been asking if he can play Grand Theft Auto, and I think that was one of the games he put on his list for Christmas. I'm like, oh yeah, It's going down.
Don't
Don't worry about beating up hoes and stuff like that. They deserve it. You know?
Yeah. But they're not giving that pimp his cut.
Right. They're not real people. So
Yeah.
You know, I remember playing State of Emergency on PS2, which I think we talked about before. And that game was literally built around just causing mass casualty events. So Grand Theft Auto would be okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get a text the day after Christmas. Grant's beating up hookers.
well,
you know,
hey,
I have my money.
It's not Brandon's job to parent. Once that game's in his hands, it's up to you.
Yeah, good luck. It'll be all right. You know, once he gets into the missions and realizes what's going on with Trevor and stuff like that, that's where the real fun begins.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna have some explaining to do unless he figures it out on his own, which he might.
Once he gets to the part with the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one dude just huddled up in a ball in the fetal position on the bed in the apartment. Crying.
Yeah. That's yeah. He's gonna enjoy it.
No, he's gonna enjoy it. There's gonna be some words he's gonna be saying for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Nothing he hasn't heard before. Maybe a couple.
Maybe
a couple. It'll be all right though. It'll be fantastic. We can get on there. We'll play online. Then we'll not teach him all the other words he's going to want to yell at everybody that's on there playing. Now I got to fire up the Xbox. I got to play High in Life. I got to do it. Just got to do it.
All right. So for Brandon Parks, I am Josh Tenney. This was the Guys Weekend Podcast. Good night.
Please, seriously, give us GTA 6, you dicks.